We spend so much of our lives fighting a battle we can never win. We fight against time, against change, against the very nature of reality. We try to hold on to moments, to freeze them, to make them permanent. But what if the enemy we're fighting isn't an enemy at all? What if this thing we fear, this impermanence, is actually the source of all beauty, all meaning, and all joy? Think about the most beautiful sunset you've ever seen. Sky painted with impossible colors, a masterpiece of light and shadow. What makes it so breathtaking? It's the fact that it's fleeting. You know that in just a few moments those colors will fade, the light will disappear, and the day will end. It is the very transience of the sunset that forces you to be present, to drink it in, to appreciate it fully. If that same sky were frozen in place forever, would it still hold the same power over you? Of course not. It would become just another part of the scenery. This is the secret of life. Impermanence is not a curse. It's a gift. It's what gives value to every single moment. The laughter you share with a friend, the warmth of a hug from someone you love, the taste of a delicious meal, the feeling of the sun on your skin, all of these experiences are precious precisely because they don't last forever. They are unique, unrepeatable moments in the ever-flowing river of time. Here at Rise and Thrive Nation, we're dedicated to helping you quit the mental games that steal your peace. And the fear of impermanence is one of the deepest, most insidious traps of the mind. It tells you to cling, to grasp, to build walls around your heart to protect yourself from loss. It convinces you that if you just hold on tight enough, you can stop the world from changing. But this is an illusion, and it's an illusion that causes immense suffering. When you resist the flow of life, you create friction, anxiety, and pain. You're trying to stand still in a rushing river. You'll be battered, exhausted, and eventually swept away anyway. The struggle is futile. Look around you. Photographs fade. The strongest buildings eventually crumble to dust. Even mountains are slowly worn down by wind and rain. Our own bodies, these vessels that carry us through life, are in a constant state of change from the moment we are born until the moment we die. Nothing is permanent. The moment you stop fighting this truth is the moment you find freedom. When you accept impermanence, you stop trying to control the uncontrollable. You let go of the need for things to stay the same. And in that surrender, something magical happens. Fear transforms into appreciation. Anxiety melts into presence. The desperate need to hold on is replaced by a gentle, open-handed gratitude for what is here right now. You start to see the sacredness in the ordinary. You notice the way the light changes throughout the day. You truly listen to the person you're talking to, knowing this conversation will never happen in exactly the same way again. Not just as a morning coffee, not just as a routine, but as a small, perfect ritual. You learn to love people not for their permanence in your life, but for the beautiful temporary gift of their presence. This doesn't mean you don't feel sadness or grief when things end or when people leave. Its feelings are a natural part of the human experience. They are the other side of the coin of love. To love anything is to open yourself to the pain of its potential loss. But when you embrace impermanence, you understand that grief is not the enemy. It is the echo of a love that was real and beautiful. You can hold your sadness with grace, knowing it is a testament to the value of what you experienced. Think of it like music. A beautiful symphony is not made of one single sustained note. It is made of a sequence of notes that rise and fall, that begin and end. Each note has its moment, and then gives way to the next. The silence between the notes is just as important as the notes themselves. It is this constant flow, this change, that creates the melody. Life is a symphony. Resisting change is like demanding that the orchestra play only one note forever. How boring would that be? You would miss the entire masterpiece. So how do we practice this? How do we move from intellectually understanding this idea to truly living it? It starts with mindfulness. It starts with paying attention. Take a moment right now. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable. Take a deep breath. Feel the air entering your lungs and then feel it leaving. This breath is a perfect example of impermanence. It comes, it sustains you for a moment, and then it goes. You can't hold on to it. Another one will follow, but it will be a new breath, a different moment. Throughout your day, try to bring this awareness to simple things. When you wash your hands, feel the sensation of the water. When you walk outside, notice the feeling of the ground beneath your feet. When you eat, taste your food. Don't rush through these moments on autopilot. Your mind already 10 steps ahead in the future. Anchor yourself in the now. The more you practice being present for the small, fleeting moments, the more you will build the capacity to be present for the big ones. This is how you stop postponing joy. So many of us live with a when-done mindset. When I get the promotion, then I'll be happy. When I find the perfect partner, then my life will be complete. When I retire, then I'll finally relax and enjoy myself. We are constantly sacrificing the present for an imaginary future that may never come. But life is not a dress rehearsal. This is it. This moment, right now, is your life. And it is perfect and whole, just as it is. By embracing its transient nature, you unlock the key to living with a deep sense of peace and gratitude. You stop taking things for granted because you know they won't be here forever. Every day becomes a bonus. Every interaction becomes a potential treasure. This shift in perspective is the ultimate act of empowerment. You are no longer a victim of circumstances tossed about by the winds of change. Instead, you become a graceful dancer, moving with the rhythm of life. You learn to find stability, not in the outside world, but within yourself. Your peace comes not from things staying the same, but from your ability to be okay when they don't. Impermanence is not a threat to your happiness. It is the very canvas upon which your happiness is painted. It is the contrast that allows the colors of joy, love, and beauty to shine so brightly. It is the gift that reminds you, again and again, to wake up, to pay attention, to live fully with your whole heart right now. Because now is all you ever truly have. Thank you for joining us at Rise and Thrive Nation. If this message resonated with you, subscribe to our channel for more content designed to awaken clarity and empower your transformation. Quit resisting impermanence, celebrate transience, and start living fully right now with peace, joy, and profound gratitude.